Hello everybody, welcome to the John Show. My name is John, this is my show. And today we are starting something new. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. So I'm going to go on a quick tangent here. For those of you not aware of Star Wars lore, Episode 4, A New Hope, the first movie that started the Star Wars franchise, the battle where they blow up the Death Star at the end, that is the Battle of Yavin. Everything taking place prior to that would be considered in the timeline BBY, or before the Battle of Yavin. Anything after that would be ABY, or after the Battle of Yavin. So the prequel trilogy with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Anakin, that takes place in BBY. The sequel series with Kylo Ren and Rey, that never happened. So we don't have to worry about that. The Old Republic takes place a few thousand years prior to the Battle of Yavin, and this game takes place at the height of the Old Republic. We are going to start us a new game, and we'll see how this all turns out. So this is where we get to pick our class. Now, we do not start out as a Jedi. We are just a regular person. So I think now I don't believe there's any difference between if you pick a female or a male character. A scoundrel is stealthy. That's like, stealth and guile. So the scoundrel is generally sort of the thief class. The scout, I believe, would be more like the ranger class. And then the soldier would be more like the barbarian class or warrior class. And then eventually, if we get to become Jedi, that would be like the mage class. So I think, we're just going to go in and we're going to be a soldier. We're going to custom character, literally me, except my goatee is way better. Attributes. The attributes of your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combat to skill checks to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspects of gameplay it can affect. So I've got 30 points to spend. Everything is at a base 8. Strength, of course, that's physical skill. I don't believe you can become over encumbered in this game. Like, I don't think there's a weight limit to what you can carry. So this is all melee modifiers. Dexterity is for ranged attacks with blasters and grenades. Also, my defense rating, how hard it is for them to hit me. Constitution represents health and resiliency. So this is my health meter. Intelligence is, of course, how smart I am. So this basically deals with how many skill points I get as I level. Wisdom represents my willpower and perception. It adds modifiers to force points and force power saving throws. And then also the higher my wisdom goes, the better my Jedi mental powers are. Okay. And then charisma represents the ability to lead. High charisma adds modifiers to force-related feats and powers that are very important to all Jedi classes. And it also makes me a persuasive talker. All right. So, not bad, not bad. I think that'll work. My skills. So these are all the things that I can do. And then eventually, when you become a Jedi, you will get your own Jedi skill tree. Okay, so computer use is for basically hacking computers. Demolitions would be disarming bombs or recovering them. Stealth, of course, is how sneaky I can be. Awareness, the ability to spot objects or enemies if they're hidden by stealth. Persuade is persuasion checks and dialogue. Repair is repairing robots, the droids. Security is picking locks, and then treating injuries is, of course, treating your injuries with health packs and stuff, not using force powers. I guess I'll put one more point here in demolitions. Feats. Some feats allow you to use special items like heavy armor or implants. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks. Some feats, like power attack, are used during combat. Check the description for details on a specific feat. I get armor proficiency heavy and light and medium. I get a power attack, a power blast, weapon proficiency blaster pistol, blaster rifle, heavy weapons, and melee weapons. Because I am a soldier, so basically I get all these soldier bonuses. Okay, since I'm a soldier, I think I want to take conditioning right off the bat. So we're going to add that. Name. Now, one thing I think is pretty cool about this is they have a random button, and they have a bunch of different Star Wars type names like already loaded in. So like Dralo Crowl, Enosh Sorrel, Brogus Bail, Jerc Dana. So I'm just gonna go through here real quickly. I'm just gonna random go through all these and try to find me a good Star Wars name. That is a name in this game, Jerc Organ. I like it. So that's what we're gonna do. Jerc Organ, let's go. Okay, so I can avoid any copyright strikes. We're gonna do something different. Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the outer rim world of Terrace, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. And now that those copyright concerns are out of the way, oh, they shooting! They shooting! Man, I'm trying to sleep. Can y'all please leave me alone? What the hell is going on? Can't a man just get some rest?
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. Bastila is gonna need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
Okay there, Captain Exposition. I guess let's go help.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Where can I find my equipment?
Use the right thumbstick to control the camera and the left thumbstick to move towards your footlocker. Press the A button to open your locker once it is targeted, or you can pull the left and right triggers to cycle between targets until the footlocker is highlighted. Then press the A button to open it.
So yeah, this game comes from a time when they weren't really sure how they wanted to do like you know, 3D video games. They were still kind of learning. So instead of there being like tutorial pop-ups or something, the guy is literally telling me how to use the controller in the game. Okay, yeah, thanks, man. Okay, left and right triggers, cycle through eligible targets. I know. Go open that. And I guess I will take everything. So this gives me access to my inventory, blah, blah, blah. So let's equip our armor. Now this is kind of weird because you get like your head, your body, which includes your feet, and then your belt is here. You could get right hand, left hand weapon, and then right arm, left arm, like armor. Gloves, and then implants. I think I want to go with let's be ranged for now. We'll go with the blaster rifle. Okay. All right. Trask.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Trask has joined my party. And this is my party screen. Okay, done.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Okay, Trask, go unlock that door.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
I'm back to being party leader. Okay.
This is Carthonasi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Okay, sure, let's do that. The active quest screen includes important information related to your ongoing adventures. Refer to this journal for hints, guidance throughout the game. Okay. Okay, so then let's check out this security droid. Good work. Keep up the good work there, sir. Okay, and then go through this door.
That door's locked, and I don't have the codes to open it. You'll have to use your security skill on it if we want to get past.
Okay. Could have just told me that to begin with.
No problem. Got it.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party. For the Republic!
For the Republic! So this game pauses when you sight enemies, and then the selection reticule will show up in red. I can cycle through the hostile targets using the left and right triggers. This auto pause option can be disabled in the option screen. Okay. So I use the left and right triggers to cycle through who I want to attack, and then I can queue up my attacks down here. So let's go ahead and just engage the enemy. Whenever you spot an enemy, press A once to enter combat. This will lock the camera on your selected target and cause your character to attack each round. Your chance of hitting a target are controlled by your statistics and behind-the-scenes combat rolls. Combat is not affected by your aim, your character's movements, or the movements of your target. Okay. So I'm just kind of attacking him generally. Okay.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
Okay. I think I'm all right for now. Oh, can I loot anybody? Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go that way. All right. Any looting going on? Damn. They blew up this robot. Oh, for the Republic. So let's try a power blast. Okay. Pressing X performs combat actions unlike the A. Pressing X adds the actions to the stack of actions. You can press X multiple times and add multiple actions to your stack or queue. They will be performed in the order you add them or stack them. Okay. So I can do attack, power, power, power. Press the white button. Clearly, I'm just missing. Good job there, Trask. Oh, and I can loot in here. Okay. Loot those remains. I'll take a frag grenade. I'm gonna loot this box. Take all that. Loot these remains over here. Alright, that's everything. Oh shit, they got swords! And grenades, holy shit! He just grenaded his own homeboy. Alright, okay, I can see a Sith soldier there. I'm gonna throw a grenade at him. We'll continue to blast him and his buddies. More Sith. Keep blasting. Okay, well, let's go check and see if there's any more around this corner. Nope. But I can loot. Okay, so clearly that door has exploded, so I cannot go that way. Nope. I guess I can't go that way either. I hear lightsabers. Oh, my health is really low, so I can come over here and I can use a med pack on myself. So I guess we're going this way. Oh, I hear lightsabers over there.
It's a dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
We might be able to help, you know.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, they could have used her help.
Yeah, we could have. We also probably could have helped her, Trask, you pussy. Vibration cell, so I can only take part of her lightsaber. I can't take the whole thing. Lame. To the bridge.
The bridge is just beyond that door. You better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blaster in close quarters. I should equip a melee weapon too. Either that or I'll have to stay back and use my blaster.
Okay, but what if they have lightsabers?
Your melee weapon is made using a Cortosis weave. It's strong enough to stand up against anything, even a lightsaber.
Huh, good to know. Okay. Then I guess we will equip a short sword here. Oh yeah, super fancy. Let's do it. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of Sith. I'm gonna throw a grenade in there first. Then we will attack this guy with regular attacks. For the Republic! Oh shit! No, hold on. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. No, no, no. Let's throw another grenade. No, wait. First, we need to use a health pack. Then we're going to throw a grenade, and then maybe we'll come back in for some more attacks. Watch out, Trask!
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Alright, galactic dust. I better level up then. Alright, so I got 2 points to spend. Let's just give ourselves a stealth point in stealth. Sure. Feats, rapid shot. So this is like flurry, but with a gun. Let's do that. Trask, where are you going?
Here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Okay. I mean, I could have helped, I guess, but, no? Alright. I was gonna help. Guess am I going this way now? No. Here we go.
This is Carthel Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Okay, I'm on my way there, Carthel Nassi. Uh-oh. Where you at? Okay, so he's over there. We're gonna try the blaster rifle again. We're gonna try some rapid shot. Not as good. There we go. Oh, snap. I got a little for you, and a little for you. They are terrible shots. You know, that's one nice thing about these Star Wars games is...
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Okay. As I was saying, that's one nice thing about this, you know, the Empire, or the Sith, never really good marksmen. Okay, so I got some computer spikes and repair parts. This droid is damaged. Reactivate the droid. I need 4 repair parts. I have 8. So I need 4 repair parts to activate the shields, 4 more to activate patrol mode. Okay. Successful. Patrol mode engaged. Okay. All right, robot. Go on patrol. I'm just gonna step over here out of the way. Oh, uh-oh. Robot? You okay? You got this? You got this. Damn! Good job! Combat droid, you wanna come back this way?
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left in the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Okay, let's get out of here then. Goodbye, assault droid. Thank you for all your help. This is the last escape pod and your only hope of survival. Use the escape pod. Well, at least I can get some sleep. Or maybe not. Damn nightmares. Where am I?
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Yeah, you were that annoying guy in my ear the whole time. I remember.
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Well, I guess I owe you my life then. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
And why is this Bastila so important?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought.
Hey, fuck you.
Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Well, if she's a Jedi, can't she look after herself?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers have mastered the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. I doubt anyone's specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important. But if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how vital she is to the war effort. And Bastila's no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies.
Battle meditation? What's that?
Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. And often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. But there are limits to what she can do. From what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she probably never even had a chance to use her power. I'm guessing she barely got out alive, and now she's trapped here just as we are. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Well, I guess the sooner we start looking, the sooner we'll find her. Well, let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Okay, so here we are. We are on Terrace. That is my new friend, Karth. Okay, is there anything in this locker? Oh, okay. Computer spikes and med packs. I'll take them. And then this workbench. Throughout the game, I will find weapons and armor that is marked as upgradable. These items can be improved by the addition of an upgrade item. With upgrade items, you can use this workbench to construct new, more powerful versions of upgradable ranged weapons, melee weapons, lightsabers, and armor. Okay, well, I don't think I have anything I can upgrade, so we'll just leave it alone for now. Alright, let's head out into Terrace and check this place out. Every time I leave the apartment, I must select which party member to take with me. Okay. Since this is the first time, I'll have Karth take. Alright, Karth, let's go.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Whoa!
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
Aw, shit. Okay, hold on. We'll go for the human first, because they're squishy. Oh, Karth is two-handing it. Okay.
Tiska du suki kumpa na bona na kachu. Tuinko tu. Topa da bunkwalya gando nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yalamo inkatun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumbeska gang. Ba mamarulira. Kuyami juskuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Rundi hodonga chihonkabi.
So your homeboy basically liked to talk a lot of shit and was always, you know, fixing to get himself in trouble anyways. But, you know, sorry that this happened. Won't somebody come searching for this patrol, though, that we just killed?
Jawana bota ayua tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Musha papangpa pola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabest. Uba batu konchi. Tong nongbong shang yung yang. Tong patok smaktelia.
All right, so there, he's going to go and hide the bodies for us. Thanks, dude. Stand-up guy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, well, I just leveled up off that battle, too, so let's go ahead and do that. Since I got two more, I'm going to spend them in this cross-class for repair. I get another feat. Okay, dueling. If I wanted to focus on just using a single hand for combat, either ranged weapons or melee, I can get bonuses with dueling. Oh, okay. I can take toughness and get extra health points. I think right now I'm going to take toughness. I will decide later if I want to, you know, focus on using one hand for battle or two hands. Janitor.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Well, all right then, no hard feeling. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Ever thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment? You look like an off-worlder. What happened, you get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
Yeah, quarantine. I got some questions to ask.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Tell me about Terrace.
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. Good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in Upper City.
Where is this cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
What do you think of the Sith and this quarantine going on?
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
I guess I'll be
I
going.
should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. A building doesn't clean itself, you know.
Oh, I know. And this will take us to the upper city. All right. Terrace. This looks like the escape pod we must have crashed in. Well, that's a pretty stiff landing. Okay. All right. So today, we survived the attack on the Ender Spire by the Sith. We escaped on this escape pod with Bastila, the Jedi aboard the Endar Spire, escaping in a different pod. And next time, we will do some more exploring of Terrace. And hopefully, we will get more clues to help us find Bastila. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what you're seeing, like what you're seeing. Remember, we're the little guy, so help us punch up. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the little bell down there, do all the little bell thingies. Share this with other people who you think might like my weird videos. And as always, thank you for watching The John Show. My name is John. This was my show. I appreciate you taking the time. You take care now.